Today is Sunday and I love Sundays. It's a day that I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Growing up, it was the day that Mom did all the baking for the week, and I've carried on that tradition. You know, when I was a single mom working full-time, Sunday was the only day I knew for sure that I could schedule to be at home, to bake the cookies and the muffins for the lunches, to do some meal prep. There's something so grounding about being at home, cooking and cleaning, tending to the home. It's very centering, and I really enjoy that. I find no matter what happens during the week, Sunday is the day to sort of come together, regroup, prepare for the upcoming week, and just really get into our home and our bodies, and just to find that time for relaxing, for reading, time in meditation. I spend a little more time in my yoga practice, and it's something that I find I still love to do. It's beginning of February, spring is months away, so I love to be in the kitchen this time of year with the sun shining through the window, the smells of the baking and the warmth from the oven being on. It's such a cozy feeling. I've got a roast going for supper. We're gonna do some preserving. I'm gonna do some housework. It's laundry day. But first we need to go do chores. What's wrong, Casey? hair. Preserved lemons. They are an essential ingredient in many Mediterranean and Middle Eastern dishes. To make preserved lemons, you essentially are going to do a lacto ferment similar to sauerkraut. It's very simple. All you need lemons and a really good sea salt. By preserving lemons, you remove a lot of the bitterness that is associated with the rind, and instead you are left with a very bright lemon flavor with a little bit of salt that you can add to a lot of dishes such as sauces, chicken, fish, lamb, couscous, salad dressing. Now, unfortunately, lemons don't grow in Saskatchewan, but here we are at the beginning of February and they are in season in the grocery stores. So right now is a great time to purchase as much as your heart can handle and your bank account and make yourself some preserved lemons, because once they're on your shelf, they can last up to 2 years. And it's so easy, you'll wonder why you never tried it before. So you do need a piece of equipment. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. This is just a leftover piece of dowling I had from another project, and I just treat it with some coconut oil every once in a while. And I use this to muddle my cabbage. You can see it's stained from my red cabbage. You need a knife, you need a cutting board, you need some jars, you're gonna need some salt. Please do not use any iodine household salt, as you will not get a ferment. And very simply, once your lemons have been washed, you cut off the nubs. And you cut them into quarters, but you don't cut all the way through. They're not gonna fit. This is when you find out you've got some little cuts on your fingers. So all I'm doing is I'm grabbing a little bit of salt, a good pinch, perhaps 1/8 of a teaspoon. You want it to get in there on all sides. Close it back up, drop it in. Once you've got a layer in the bottom of your jar, you're going to want to press it. Now here's one that looks like it's going bad, so I'm not going to use that one. You want to make sure you use good quality. see, as I push down, the juice comes up over the lemons. You want them to be as immersed as possible. Now, if you have one like this where the juice is not coming up quite far enough, you can add some water as long as it's not chlorinated, just to make sure that the lemons are covered. So now all that's left is to cover your jars and set them in a dark corner or cupboard. You want to keep it at room temperature for 8 weeks, and then if you're not going to use them right away, move them to cold storage, such as your root cellar or your basement if it's not heated. To me, this is a thing of beauty. So now that you're done cutting your lemons, this is a great time to clean your cutting boards because you've got all this salt that's quite abrasive and the lemon juice. So if you've got any left, just take a quarter slice and work that salt into the wood. Let it sit just a few minutes and then rinse it off and let it air dry. This is a great way to preserve your cutting boards and freshen them.